Hi, this is Adam at the Phantom Minis YouTube channel, and today I'll be opening the Star Wars Legion Dynamic Exit Organised Play Kit. With my local community, I have been given the job of looking after organised play for the store for Star Wars Legion. So the store's just got this in, and we're going to have a look and see what's in it. So I've seen that this kit has been available in a few places, but haven't had an opportunity myself to either look inside or already get into it. So here we go. Open it up first of all. So after opening and going through the pack contents, my other job is to give the scenario a good read so that I can run it locally and give the players a chance to have a go at some quality organised play. So once again, really nice artwork. If we're lucky, we might get some more cards and posters and things. So we've got Slicer Gear, Equipment der Slicer, Dispositivo der Piratio, and I'm not going to manage the German, Hacker Ausrüstung. Nice. So 4 different language versions of Slicer Gear. Do sort of wonder if you've got this kit in a different country where you'd prefer to have your own language, that maybe we should swap. But hey ho. We have Maul here, and this looks like the English language version. It looks like once again we're going to get all the language versions, so that's quite exciting. So opportunities for players who don't play initially to get their hands on some cards, because as long as you're happy having it in Spanish or German or something, then they're happy to. So put those down. So that looks pretty nice. That's the alternative art Maul there. And on the back, some really nice artwork as well. And then as we go in, I imagine, since this is the way it's gone, so 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. So I imagine we also get 4 how-tos. What do they do with tokens? You would assume that the tokens are just given once. So we've got, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So 8 sets. So I'm guessing the hope is that we can put 8 people together to play this. That would make sense. And then presumably everything after that. I'm excited to see what these large format ones do. Let's pop this open. Oh wow, okay. So dynamic exit. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I played a lot of Fantasy Flight games, organised play. I know this is technically AMG, but I would imagine this is towards the end of the Fantasy Flight process. Well, then maybe it is a pure AMG product. I don't know. So what have we got here? Dynamic exit, precious cargo, computer terminal, half range. It's a half range ruler. I'm immediately thinking, I wonder if that fits X-Wing. Maybe not. Victory. So it says here, at the start of the end phase, if the defense turrets are disabled, the blue player may reveal each claimed precious cargo token within the red player's deployment zone, and if the blue player reveals a token that matches the target token, they win the game. At the end of round 6, if the blue player is not won, the red player wins the game. Interesting. Dynamic exit, red player rules. Pretty fun. Ow, just bashing my hand. What else we got? Oh yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, okay, so they're just in reverse order. Ah, here we go. Oh, that's 5. Okay, so where's 5? So 3 to 4 to 5. Right, let's learn together. So dynamic exit. A group of mercenaries converges on a remote storage facility under cover of darkness. After many quiet months in the sector, guards have long since abandoned any pretense of alarm. The attacking forces, the blue player, have identified the most valuable items in the facility and must locate the specific cargo and escape. To do this, they will need to shut down the facility's defense turret array so that transport can extract them safely. Caught unaware, the defending forces, the red player, must fight to stop the attackers at all costs and keep their defenses online. Disallowed keywords. The keywords bounty, infiltrate, scout X, and secret mission cannot be used. Fair enough. Army building. Before building armies, players must decide who will be the blue and who will be the red. Players use the Star Wars Legion skirmish format army building rules with the following exceptions. The red player's army cannot exceed 400. and armies cannot have heavy units, so that gets rid of tanks. For a more narrative-driven experience, players should collaborate during list building to tell a specific story. That's a good idea. So, scenario setup phase. Follow the setup phase steps as described in the rules reference document, with the following exceptions. At the start of the place terrain step, the blue player chooses their table edge. During the place terrain step, players are free to adjust their terrain as needed to fit the objectives of the scenario. Skip the select player color and side step. Skip steps 5 to 7 of setup as described in the rules reference document. Instead, players resolve any setup instructions on this card. Okay, so that'd be quite fun in a club environment just to set up all the tables the same, I guess. Alright, so it just goes over. So setup, you randomize the 6 precious cargo objective tokens face down. Blue player secretly looks at one token, sets it aside, face down. This becomes the target objective token. Place the remaining 5 precious cargo tokens on the battlefield face down without revealing them, according to the deployment diagram below. Place the 3 computer terminal objective tokens according to the deployment diagram. And during the deploy unit step, the red player deploys all of their units within their deployment zone, and the blue player deploys all of their units with each leader touching the blue player's deployment edge. At the end of the deploy unit step, the blue player selects, I can never remember the names, is it an officer, commander, leader, whatever, and operative unit, and equips the slicer gear upgrade to that unit. So the addendum, okay. Then each unit controlled by the red player gains a flat-footed token. Interesting. Under cover of darkness, reduce the maximum range of all weapons by 1 to a minimum of 1. Units cannot perform attacks beyond range 3. Fair enough. Defense turrets. While all spaces on the defense turret terminal tracker are filled, the defense turrets are disabled. Markers cannot be removed from the defense turret tracking terminal after the defense turrets are disabled. Blue player rules. Small base trooper units controlled by the blue player gain shutdown and abscond. And then there's flat-footed. It's a lot. When a unit controlled by a red player has flat-footed activates. They've got alert, power up, check manifest. Then they've got where they go. Then we've got the defense turret terminal tracker and the manifest confirmation tracker. And then we've got the thing. Cool. And it all comes in your own little pack, so you get to get a bunch of these away. So I'm assuming 8 again. It feels like this is just for 8 people, like on the, who did I steal one from? So there's 3, 3, 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, number 7, and number 8. Cool. But in 4 different languages, so you could have 32 if you spoke 4 different languages. That's pretty fun. I'm guessing this one's the English kit. Show this off as well. Is it a poster? No, it's not a poster. Sad bananas. It'd be even better if it was a poster that like advertised the kit, to be honest. Event organizer responsibilities. Terrain. We're responsible for supplying terrain and game mats and should attempt to use consistently sized terrain for all tables if possible. A player who plays at least one game receives the Mall Alternate Art unit card. Rules questions. It is very helpful if the event organizer knows the rules of the game or make sure there is someone present, that'll be me then, who can answer rules questions as they arise. Players should be encouraged to ask questions and seek clarification on the rules. This sounds super fun, to be fair. Ah, there you go. I was going to say it's all developed by AMG, but you just don't know when it changed. But let's assume it was. So this sheet provides official rules and helpful suggestions for running dynamic exit event. This kit will help you engage your community and create an opportunity for players to gather and play a unique scenario of Star Wars Legion at your location. Designed to be used as a one-day event and supports 8 players. Perfect. If you have more players, you can combine multiple kits to have enough prizes for each player. Every player who attends your event will receive a copy of the included prize card as well as a copy of the scenario and all of the components necessary to play it again in the future. Below we outline the suggested guidelines for running this event and the responsibilities of players and event organisers. The event is a one-day casual event. Players are free to play as many games as they like against any opponent. Start the event, each player receives one scenario card and a token sheet, which are theirs to keep. Do not track wins and losses. It is designed to give players a unique scenario of playing Star Wars Legion. It's not about winning or losing games. Players should help each other with the rules and tactics of the game during play. Player responsibilities. are all there. So you use real dice and real measuring tools and so on and so forth. Very good. I like it. I guess the last thing to do is, this is going to mess me up in the future because I'm going to wonder why I opened it, but there we are. I just want to take one out, which will be mine when I use it. There we go. So there's the tokens that we were talking about. So the half size, all the flat-footed stuff, and that's how they're broken down. Pretty fun, to be honest. Oh, I don't want to break it out. There we go. Do a close-up of them all. Nice to get a mall card. There we are. I will open this just on the off chance that there's something I haven't spotted. I find it unlikely. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, if you're a small shop and you can get 8 people to turn up, everyone's going to get one of these. And then because you get it in 4 languages, in theory, you could play it 4 times and get 4 language worth, which isn't a terrible idea. When I was in Germany, I picked up some Legion, so I have German editions of Star Wars Legion, which is pretty fun. There we go. Yeah, so dynamic exit box. I've now got to sit down and internalize all those rules so that I can plan the event locally. We pretty much are spot on 8 players locally, so we should be able to play this with our regular players, a lot of whom bought in on May the 4th or have used May the 4th as a way to re-energize themselves for some Star Wars Legion. If you can like the video and or subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already, be much appreciated. Otherwise, great to see you again. Feel free to leave questions in the comments on this sort of organised play stuff for Star Wars Legion. We're all still learning. If there's any common rules coming up for this organised play and you've played it, and you want to say, hey, look out for this, that would be super helpful, so I'd take the assistance. And likewise, if you're planning to play it and want to find out how we got on, just leave a comment and we'll tell you how we get on. Thank you very much. Bye now.